In this video, I'm going to show you throughout this day, I would show you the pools. Make me 1,600 and it's projected to make me $52 per day. I've already made 50 bucks in like 20 hours. And I'm going to show you how you can do this while I drive and navigate Lamborghini. I added an extra $1,300 to my monthly income, and there's a real reason why that was so special to me, and I'm going to show you how you can do this. Not that you should copy my pool, but there's been a bunch of you guys asking that have cryptocurrency portfolios, how are you doing this? Because again, in 2025, I lost on paper almost $300,000, although I was up because I was investing again in crypto in 22, 23, and 24. In 2025, I was actually down, but I made over 200K in coins and pools that I had. So I kind of like this kind of way of playing it, and there's a couple of reasons. Number one, it's almost like you can get income, which it is, on real estate, right? If you think about real estate properties, most people, if you're smart, you buy a real estate property, right? You don't just leave it with no tenant. You put a tenant in there to get the appreciation, which is the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, Solana, whatever, and you also put a tenant in there in the property. Okay, you get that cash flow as well, whether to pay off the mortgage or if you bought it outright, if you're lucky enough to do that, you get the best of both worlds. But there's a lot of people that I just think they don't know that you can do the same in cryptocurrency. And I've been talking about this for fucking years. And I'm going to continue to talk about it because I genuinely believe, whether you like it or not, but I genuinely want to fucking help some of you guys. Because here's the real, I think we will get some sort of an alt run in 26. But if we don't, like 25, I'm going to make another 200 to 300K. Okay, and I'm probably going to make more because I'm stacking some coins now that I bought the Eurus was acquired. So now I can go back to stacking coins, and I've just added an extra 1.3K to monthly income on very safe fucking pool. That'll show you at the end, by the way. But yeah, I'm going to take you through the day. I've got a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to Glasgow. I'm in Thailand next week, and there's a lot of stuff I need to tick off. But I really just want to fucking talk to you as a little brother, as a big brother, wherever you are in the world. And I want to just show you, not sell you, because you can do what you want at the end of the day. I give you this all information for free. I literally do this for free. I'm filming a live stream tonight where I'm going to show you for free. But it's just about giving you an option, right? There's a different kind of investor that is a hodler. Okay, I've been a hodler for many years. Most of my portfolio is still in a hodl portfolio. But when you start to scale to income generating pools, whether that's cashing out, buy fucking stuff, groceries, rent, whatever, whether that's to compound, you have an Ethereum Bitcoin pool, you keep stacking that, or whether that's to just buy longer term Bitcoin or fucking go on a holiday. I just want you to make more fucking money and not worry if a bull run happens. Because here's the thing, if we get a bull run in 2026, it's a win, right? It's a win if you're a hodler, but it's a double win if you're using DeFi pools because you stack coins for free and they go up as well. So you win twice. So the hodler wins, the DeFi investor wins. They both win, but obviously the DeFi investor will win as well. If the market goes sideways, well, the hodler doesn't really win, but he preserves capital but he doesn't win, he doesn't make any money. And that's fine. But guess what happened to the hodler and pool player again? He wins as well. He stacked more coins for free if the market went sideways. So he also wins. Here's the big one. I actually like it when the market goes down. I don't want Bitcoin to go down to 40K, 30K. That's not what I'm saying. Although low key, it'd be nice. But within reason, I can handle a 70K Bitcoin, a 60K Bitcoin, although we're a long way from there. So we've talked about option one, the market goes up, both people win, but the DeFi investor wins. Option two, the hodler preserves capital, which is fine. He doesn't really lose money, but he doesn't feel like he's did anything, right? He's trying to get the job, he's trying to go on a fucking holiday, he's trying to sell some cryptocurrency to buy something the DeFi investor stacked on a sideways market. Here's the big one that took me a long fucking time to realize, but it was only until 2025 throughout the year that I realized how fucking crazy and important this is. If the market goes down, like I said, there's only really three options that's going to happen in 26. The market's going to go up, the market's going to go sideways for a bit, or the market's going to go down. There's no fucking other answer that can happen. It's up, down, or sideways. Okay, so the market goes down, well, the hodler gets fucking wrecked. Majority of hodlers will sell. That's reality. Although a hodler, if the market goes down and if he's stacking good coins, he should buy. He really should use income. But maybe he's put all of his income in, and maybe he doesn't fucking have any more left. But here's the kicker: if you're a DeFi investor with cryptocurrency and you can manage wide range pools on asset to asset, which is pretty fucking easy to do, and you're not chasing yield, you fucking win massively. You know why? Because although your portfolio might be going down, but let's say you're saving it with the cash flow, you're breaking even. But you know what? When the market goes up, because it will eventually, we all know Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. I can't talk about XYZ coin and some meme coin. I don't fucking know, bro. The market goes down, the DeFi investor, he stacks for 1 year. Let's say 2026 is the same. Although I don't think it's going to be a scenario, but let's just say 2026 down again. Let's actually say Bitcoin gets fucking wrecked. Ethereum gets fucking wrecked. but you're in wide range pools, asset to asset. You're stacking Bitcoin at 80K, 70K, 60K, 50K. You're stacking Ethereum at 3K, 2.5, 2, 1.5, whatever, right? These coins are eventually going to go up. You know what happens when they do? If that's 27 or even 28, you make a fuck ton of money because you stack coins, you preserve capital, and even if the portfolio still went down, and even if the fees couldn't keep up with the portfolio, you would have held the coins anyways. So you preserve capital, but bought more coins, and when the market recovers, you fucking got rich. That's it. It's a hard game to understand because everybody thinks you're staking and like, you know, you're locking up in platforms. You control full assets, man. We share this all the time, and I'm going to continue to share this, but I would really urge you guys not to go and do this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to test the pool. Test the pool. The many platforms I've talked about, many coins. Nice thing is, I don't need to tell you what coins to buy. You already have a portfolio if you do, right? When people join our 10K fast track, it's like the easiest product to sell. We don't have to sell them trading, sell them what coins to buy like all these other guys. We literally just say, hey, what's your portfolio? Let's say it's 30 grand, right? Nice portfolio, really fucking clean. Let's say you have some Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana. And he says, I want to full port this, Jake. I say, okay, well, we'll start off slow first and we'll scale this up. But let's just say, oh, a week's went down, I want to full port this. We're making 8 to 12% averagely per month, let's just say. This guy makes 3K per month. Now he could sell those coins, live his life, or he could stack for 2026. It's the fucking best product to sell, and that's not a quick plug. It's just saying what it is. I've done this 140 times. There's 142 members in our group, and it's really just became a plug and play system. And even when I sign up a member to join, and again, you don't need to join, bro. Like I've told you many times on stream, and I'll fucking continuously will. I'll show you how to do this for free. It's just if you want that one-to-one guidance and you want to, you know, it is what it is. It's almost became a plug and play system because as a new person joins, the group gets better, I get better, so I can go and give you the value for free. So it's like a win-win. If you're trying to tell you what coins to buy, and I've been there, done that, I've talked about the top 5 altcoins, and I've said many times, I don't want to be that YouTuber anymore because it doesn't help you, bro. It's just luck, right? So we want to win for sure. So every time somebody joins our group and we plug in, maybe they have a new coin, maybe they have a new platform, maybe it's something new that we haven't seen, although I've pretty much seen it all, I can take that and then just give it to you guys for free. Anyways, hopefully that was good enough intro. I've got to now get on the motorway. Got to do a podcast very soon, so I need to get on my way. But yeah, I'm going to show you throughout this day, like I said at the start of this video, I've added an extra 1.3K to my monthly income. That was almost my wage not too long ago. I would have had to work 20 to 30 hours per week back in the day, which is crazy. And I've just used an existing part of my portfolio. It's not the craziest yield, by the way. Like I said, it's a pure blue chip. And I'll show you throughout this video what I mean by that. But it's not about the 1.3K. It's about stacking the coins that I like to compound. 1.3K, let's just say if I was selling that, right? Give me a lot of stuff. Can't get me fuel for this Lamborghini, but it could buy me my fucking flight ticket to Thailand. Probably not, but it would be close. Maybe business is fucking expensive these days. But anyways, it's crazy what you can do once you know the game. So what I would ask you guys as we go through this kind of day in the life, you know, I want you to start looking at your portfolio and I want you to start thinking, okay, well, where's Micah in 25? I didn't get it. Am I going to get it in 26? You got to understand what's happening. These pools, it's literally you're becoming the exchange. Coinbase, Kraken, everybody pays all these exchanges. You pay them, I pay them. We need them, right, to cash out. But why don't you become the exchange? These guys make billions of dollars. There's a reason why they don't care if the market goes up and the market goes down. They just care if you buy, sell, or swap. They don't give a fuck, and that's what we do. So become the exchange. I'm going to hit this motorway and I'll keep you updated. Peace. Alright, forgot to film during the second part of the video. I was doing so many live streams, etc. I'm at the favorite hotel, the standard setup. I think I'm going to go and get Nando's. I can't be arsed to cook, and I don't have anybody cook for me. So at the start of this video, I promised you I would show you the pools. So I'm going to go over the 2 pools. Again, I never want you guys to copy pools, so I'm so reluctant about showing pools, but you know, I understand people want to see pools behind the scenes. So, you know, I've shared many on the channel before, and I'm going to share this one. But again, you should not copy this. If you see this in 1 month, 2 months, times might have changed. But this is a cash flow position, and this is to get me more Ethereum in this position. So here is the pool. I'm going to show you it. And like I said, it's been open for literally less than a day. It's been about, I think, 20 hours, maybe 19 hours. And it's doing exactly what it's doing. Also, what's interesting, before you even talk about the pools, let's talk about the market. So Bitcoin is having a little whoopsie doopsie at $89,000. Okay, and my portfolio, if we check it again, is down $43,000. And the reason why I show you that is because I should be like, oh my God, guys, buy my course. No, bro. Hodl portfolios are fucking tough, bro. And the best piece of advice I can give you is put your assets to work. We just talked about this on live stream, and it's crazy the amount of people that are starting pools just by looking at the assets they have, making 50 bucks a day, 100 bucks a day, and completely changing their mindset. You know, even 50, 100 bucks a day, that's 1.5, 3K a month. Probably requiring some of your incomes right there. You can still work the job, and you should still work the job, but it's just nice to have that, bro. Time to retire your job. You've stacked out a lot more coins. I've added 1 new position that's making me an extra 1.3K per month. Again, stacking coins I like. like. I'm not necessarily taking the profits, but theoretically could take the profits, live in this hotel. I think this hotel is like $100 a night, so I could live in this hotel for 30 nights for free. And again, it's not the highest APR pools. Is the reason why I'm showing you this. I don't want to show you some of the low cap, riskier pools that are paying stupid amounts, but I'm comfortable enough to show this to you because it's pretty safe. It's literally Ethereum. Okay, so in my opinion, Ethereum in the next 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, regardless of the ups and downs, is going to be a lot higher today. But it's interesting because I was doing a live stream last week. Bitcoin went up to 95K. Now it's back at 89K at the current time of recording. And again, hodlers like, oh, we're off to the races, and then we come back down. If you're a DeFi investor as well as a hodl portfolio, you don't give a fuck. In fact, you get less almost joy when the market goes up because you print less coins. When the market goes down, and just looking at Ethereum's price right now at 2,900, and if I was to look last week, give or take, it was at 3,300. Well, I'm stacking more Ethereum. Okay, every single dollar that I'm getting 0.00 and some change more Ethereum. That's what you got to start thinking about. So let's show the pool. It is basically just one pool, like I said, but I opened it twice. I guess it was by accident, but it is what it is. So it's literally Ethereum and USDC. Okay, so sometimes, like I said, I like to do asset to asset most of the time, but I had some Ethereum, I had some USDC, it was just sitting there doing nothing, and my whole goal is to get more cash to use to buy more Ethereum. I'm stacking Ethereum. I'm probably going to sell the cash to buy Ethereum regardless of the price, and I'll probably compound as well and keep you guys posted on this. But $23,000 earned me $52, and it's projected to make me $52 per day, so it's actually doing better than it's projected. So I've already made $50 in like 20 hours. APR is not crazy, right? But again, you compare this to normal markets, and what can you get with this amount of money? And you can see here the fees. So very, very nice pool. Again, you shouldn't be copying this. It's a wide enough range for me that I'm using this for cash flow. And here's the kicker. I talked about this on the stream. This is really to sum up this video and what I would kind of take the lesson home. This pool has $23,000, okay, making me $1,600. It's actually making more than $1,300. I've clickbaited you in the wrong way. I should title this 1,600 because that's what it's making me right now. It's making me 1,600, and I checked it when I started it, and it was projected to make me 1,300, right? So pools change. It could change tomorrow. It could change. Like, my goal was to make more than 1,300, and it's doing that lovely, right? Here's what I want to say. This is kind of the main message. If you have $23,000, what investments can you do? Let's talk about it, because this is what we talked about on stream. Number one, well, there's this thing in the UK. It's called like a NSI, okay? It's like a cash kind of savings account, but it's more like, okay, it's like you get some interest. Well, that pays right now 3.1% per year. So if you had $23,000, let's say it paid you 10% per year. It doesn't. That would make you 2.3K. Divide that by 12. That would make you less than $200, but then we did it on 10%, not 3%. You would make fucking nothing. What else have you got? Well, the stock market would pay 10%. Nothing wrong with the stock market. I have a lot of money in stocks, but that's with a decent size of money. With 23 grand, okay, if it goes up 10% on average, like it says it does, you're going to make 2.3K per year. Divide that by 12 again, you're going to make less than $200 a month, which is fine. But again, it's like, it's just going to take so fucking long. I would rather you guys get rich first, use rich in whatever terms you mean, and then go in the stock market if you want. Well, that's not an option for most people. What's the next option? Real estate. Well, what can you buy with $23,000? A shed? Not even a shed. A parking spot? Parking spots to buy in Glasgow are like 40 to 50,000 pounds. A flat? No fucking chance. Somebody's going to say you can use a mortgage. Yeah, I get it, but it's just like 30 years, 20 years, whatever. You're not going to get any cash flow, right? You're just going to fucking lose. The next thing, once we've done that, is business would be good. You could use that to start a business, but most people don't really want that. They just want the kind of freedom, and a business is a lot of work. The other option is what we're doing right now, cryptocurrency. Most of you guys have 20, 25 plus K portfolios. I get some guys have less, but some guys have a lot more. Well, right now you're making 1.6K a month, and this is just my pills. There's better pills out there. This is just my personal one of my pills. I'm comfortable enough to show you because I believe it's Ethereum and USDC. It's pretty fucking safe. If Ethereum tanks, I'm not in an issue because I want more Ethereum, so I still hold the Ethereum. If Ethereum goes up to round about the marks of 3, I think I've got this like 3.8, 3.9K, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to use that money plus the fees to scale into something else. I might rebalance, etc. And this is how, honestly, like, I know a lot of people in Thailand can live off 1.6K a month. You can live off 1.6K a month. I've achieved the Thailand lifestyle for some people, but again, people want more than that. People want to keep scaling. That's why I would suggest you compound fees into other pools, into longer term Bitcoin bags. But again, the world is your oyster. You have 4 options when you start pools. Number 1 is to keep compounding the fees. E.g. in this example, Ethereum USDC, I make that initial 23K. At the end of every single day, I could do it $50. If I do it every single month, well, I'm at 24.5, etc. So I'm compounding the fees back in. It's going to spit out more money, right? I'll get up to 2K, 2.5K. Other option is some people want cash. So they take the 1.6K and they go and live in Thailand, or they use that to downplay their income and they maybe work half the amount of hours. That's an option. That'd be nice.
or you could do both. Other option is you buy longer term Bitcoin, and other option is you start a new pool with the fees. Make 1.6 at the end of every month. I put that in a smaller pool, a more riskier pool. It's a free pool. I'm just trying to give you guys options, and I really hope this was fucking valuable. There's nobody in, let alone the crypto space, let alone the DeFi space, that will show you kind of smaller, in my opinion, this is small for me, but I understand this might be full people's net worth, and I understand that, but I've put in the work and I want you to put in the work. So even if this is 23K and that's a lot of money, Jake, I get that. 10-year-old ago, Jake, a decade ago, at 20, 19-year-old would say, fuck this guy, that's a lot of money. I don't have anywhere close to that. But for me, that would have motivated me enough to say, okay, I want to try. Because if this guy can do it for fucking Glasgow with no fucking help and he's just grinded away, okay, if he can do it, I'm probably smarter, if not the same smarter as me, right? I'm not that smart guy. I've just put in constant work. And I really urge you guys that is the best fucking mindset to have, is work. It's just fucking work. And if you get to a stage where this portfolio, or maybe you have a 50K portfolio and you're making 5K per month, you don't need to work anymore. You just to manage your pools and use that cash flow to go and live the rest of your days. And if I can give you some motivation or just show you how to do that, which I have done today, and I'm gonna keep doing this on this channel, I've done my service and now I would die a fucking happy man. But I understand that some people are gonna say, oh, it's too much work. It's not too much work, bro. Just learn the basics, watch more videos on my channel. And yeah, hopefully this was motivational enough to you. I'm going to keep you posted with these pools. I'm going to show you other pools down the line. I might show you some of the pools that are printing me 15K per month, but some of them are risky, and I would hate for somebody to invest in that pool and think that's the only pool I have and then have their whole income in that. So hopefully you can appreciate that I'm showing you safe pools to kind of start this kind of off, because you can't get burned in this pool. If Ethereum goes down, it goes down. You would have held it anyways. Again, the whole goal with showing you this is you have the assets already. So nobody, in my opinion, what we teach our guys that join our product, if they didn't believe in Ethereum for whatever reason, I don't know why you wouldn't, maybe you want more returns, nobody should be swapping coins to copy this pool to buy Ethereum. That's not what I want you to do. If you have Ethereum and you have USDC, which is obviously stable coins, this is on the Monad chain, which is a very hot new chain. That's why it's paying pretty well for the safest assets in the fucking world. 83% per year, not bad. Currently on $52.86, projected is $1.6 thousand per month of 23K. Everybody wants 100x coin, but nobody actually gets it. In my opinion, some people are going to say 83%, it's not that much. Yeah, it's not that much if you have a $500 portfolio, but once you start getting up to the 20s, to the 30s, to the 40s, to the 50Ks and beyond, you realize that you're not going to get much else anywhere else, in my opinion. So probably going to end this video off. Hopefully you like this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more DeFi content. I'm really going to try and do my best to show you behind the scenes of the normal YouTube videos and the live streams, day-to-day lives. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm managing pools, I'm managing clients, and we're doing a lot of good work behind the scenes. But I'll always say this, you don't need to book a call and buy my product. I would much rather you go and do it yourself, get returns, and then maybe you come back to us. Maybe you don't. If you want to jump the journey, you can obviously just book a call and you have a decent amount of portfolio. We can get you there, because I've done this 140 times. I know the game. I've seen all the boo-boos, and I've seen every new guy that comes in, I get to learn as well, because maybe it's a new coin, maybe it's a new portfolio, but chances are most people, of 140 people, there's no coin and no pool that I haven't seen, right? There's not that many coins, bar from obviously meme coins, etc., that we can look for pools, but most people have the same top assets and they just want to get to 2, 3, 4K and 5K, and obviously 10K is the benchmark for most people in our group. Some people are less than that, some people are a lot more than that, like Grant, but that's a goal for my members, and I'm doing my damn best to make sure down the line that they get there. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys watching along. And again, you can watch this video, you can read a book, but if you don't take action on the video, you just wasted your time. God bless, love you guys, peace, and take care.